If you're over 40 and on Ozempic, there's something happening inside your body right now that your doctor probably didn't explain. The weight is coming off, the scale is moving, but 6 weeks in, you feel exhausted, weaker, wondering if something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. This is what the drug does to a body over 40. And if you don't know the two things I'm about to show you, you're going to come off this drug smaller and weaker than when you started. Stick with me, this matters. Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound. They all mimic a hormone that tells your brain you're full. You eat less, a lot less. Your body doesn't care that you chose this, it just knows food got scarce. So it slows down and starts hoarding energy. That's your fatigue. It's not willpower, it's biology. But here's the part that matters more after 40. When you're eating that little, you're almost certainly not getting enough protein. And without enough protein, your muscles start breaking down, quietly, while the scale keeps dropping and you think everything's fine. It's not fine. And this is where age changes everything. Here's the number that should stop you cold. In the Step 1 trial of semaglutide, the biggest study we have, lean mass loss accounted for roughly 40% of total weight lost. In other published analyses, that figure runs even higher. For liraglutide, it's been measured as high as 60%. Let that sit for a second. You're not just losing fat. A huge chunk of what's disappearing is the muscle, bone, and tissue your body needs to function. Now stack that on top of what's already happening to you after 40. Starting in your 30s, you lose roughly 3% to 5% of your muscle mass every decade. After 60, that accelerates, up to 8% per decade. It's called sarcopenia, and for women going through menopause, it hits harder as estrogen drops, because estrogen helps protect muscle tissue. So you've got two forces pulling muscle off your frame, age and the drug. You're getting hit from both sides at once. And here's what nobody tells you. The muscle you lose on a GLP-1 doesn't automatically come back when you stop the drug. Fat comes back easily. Muscle does not without deliberate work. If you're doing nothing to fight this, you're going to end up at a lower weight but in a worse body. Slower metabolism, weaker frame, more likely to gain the fat back. That's the default outcome. Quick question before we get to the fix. Drop a comment. How long have you been on a GLP-1? I read every one, and I'm curious where most of you are in the journey. Two things protect you: protein, then lifting. Let's do protein first. On a GLP-1, your protein needs go up, not down. This feels wrong. You're eating less, so it seems like you'd need less of everything. Protein is the exception. Your body needs amino acids to defend the muscle you already have. Starve it of protein, and it raids your own muscle to get what it needs, on top of what the drug is already doing. It gets worse after 40. There's a well-documented phenomenon called anabolic resistance, meaning your body becomes less efficient at turning the protein you eat into muscle. Older bodies need more protein to get the same muscle-protecting effect younger bodies get from less. Your target: 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, every day. On 1,200 calories a day, hitting those numbers is hard. It takes planning. You cannot eat the way you used to eat. Here's the rule that makes it work. Protein first at every meal. Before the carbs, before the vegetables, before anything else, eat the protein. Because on GLP-1s, you get full fast, and you get full without warning. If you filled up on salad first, the chicken never makes it in. And without the chicken, you're losing muscle tonight while you sleep. Protein on the fork first, every single meal. Second thing, you have to lift weights. Not walk, not yoga, not the elliptical. Those are fine, but they do not tell your body that muscle matters. Only resistance training sends that signal. Here's the good news. You don't need much. 2 to 3 sessions a week, 45 minutes each. That's under 2 hours of your week to protect something you cannot easily get back. But you have to lift the right way. Most trainers get this wrong when they're working with someone on a GLP-1. They say light weights, high reps, so you tone. That is not strength training. That's cardio with a dumbbell in your hand, and it will not save your muscle. What actually works? A few big compound movements with weights that are genuinely hard by the last 2 or 3 reps. Not ouch my wrist hard. I'm not sure I have 2 more reps in me hard. 4 movement patterns rotated across 2 to 3 sessions a week. Squat, hinge, push, pull. That's it. Adjustable dumbbells and a bench. No gym required. If you've never lifted before, or it's been decades, that's fine. Start lighter than you think. Add weight as you go. The first month is about showing up. The results compound from there. Look, if you're already months into a GLP-1 without lifting, you haven't missed the window. You can start protecting your muscle today. The people who turn this around start right where you are. But the people who come off these drugs looking healthy instead of gaunt, metabolism intact, body actually stronger than before, they all did the same 2 things: protein and weights. That's the difference between using this drug as a tool and letting it take something from you that you can't get back. If this helped, hit subscribe. I make videos specifically for people doing this work in their 40s, 50s, and beyond. No 25-year-old fitness influencer nonsense, just what actually works at this stage of life. Prime years fitness, getting stronger after 40. See you in the next one.